In the Indian tradition, the spiritual path has got three S's: Satsang, Seva, and Sadhana. So, Satsang is what we are doing just now, getting together. Normally, in a spiritual group or anything, people would get together and then they would sing songs, in praise of God, and sing bhajans or kirtan, and that is supposed to be spiritually very uplifting, right? And when you listen to music, and when you the first time I attended satsang in Art of Living, it was new for me, and we had a different way of where we did bhajans in when we grew up. It was very organized and very low key. We sat, somebody sang, we followed. We controlled ourselves. But here in Art of Living, when the tempo kept increasing, people would spontaneously get up and dance, and I found that extremely strange. Okay, but I was scared to make a judgment and say, well, what's wrong with these people dancing like this? But what I found is, as I did, it was a week's course, and by the time you got to day 4, you're sitting in meditation all day, and you're tired, and your body is hurting. And when the music comes on, because you're so open and everything is so nice, something connects inside of you, and that music becomes pure joy. And you start dancing from just moving from pure joy, just enjoying the rhythm and enjoying the music. And then I said, this is what they do in nightclubs, except they do it with a little bit of alcohol in there. But the music in satsang is different. It is inspired not by alcohol, not by drugs, not by drink, but by pure joy of connecting to your source. And that experience is something just fantastic. It's just really fantastic. So that is satsang. Satsang, when you get together, that's why I was requesting everyone to turn on their videos, because for me, when I look at your faces and I see you listening, or are you looking at your phone, that makes a difference to what comes out of me. I feel like you're in my living room and I'm actually talking to you if your videos are on. Otherwise, what happens is it's just a name. I'm trying to create conversation out of nothing. But here, when we connect in satsang, we're connecting in the same web, same network of consciousness, and what you need to hear becomes what I say. There's a connection there. And that is the beauty of satsang. When you sing together, when you talk together, when you discuss together, there is something uplifting about it. When you chant together, a lot of people have chanting groups. Yeah, that's right. We need to do that. A little bit of, when we do our workshops, sometimes I'll put on the music and just have people move, just with their eyes closed, just to feel rhythm in their body, feel the music in their body. Everything gets connected ultimately. The second is sadhana. Sadhana is your daily practice. That is what you do regardless. Now, every morning you wake up, you drink your water, whatever, you go brush your teeth, you sit down with your meditation and your breathing, and that's a discipline that you follow. Regardless, it does not matter whether, I'm feeling good, I'm not feeling good, it's a good day, it's not a good day, it's a good meditation, it's not a good meditation. Those things do not matter. What matters is that every single day you devote 15 to 20 minutes to your sadhana. And that's why it's called a sadhana. That's why the Guru would insist, you want to follow me, you have to do the sadhana. The sadhana is absolutely, there's no option from it. It's not if you feel like. It's not do it whenever it's possible. It's not do it, when you don't have anything better to do. Every single day you do your sadhana. Just like every single day you eat, you never stop, you never think about that, right? So this, if you are on a spiritual path, satsang is one. That's why it's important for people to come together. Sadhana is important because it helps to build a certain opening, it opens the portals. And the benefits of meditation and breathing don't come, they're not like instant. It'll happen after, say, 6 months or 1 year of following the path. When you look back on your life, when you look back at what things have improved, what things have changed, then you'll say, I used to be such an angry person. I used to get so distressed by the news that I read. My children used to bother me so much. A certain dispassion develops in your life with meditation. Things get less gripping, your life gets less gripping. And that's why that daily practice is so important. The third thing is seva. One of the main problems in this world is that people have become very self-centered, that they're continuously thinking about their own needs, about whatever bothers them, about whatever's not going right in their lives, about what their requirements are, and they get completely preoccupied with their own self, my body, my mind, my thoughts, my anxiety, my feelings. And first of all, you are none of these things. You are something way more than that. Seva is one way of bringing that to mind. When you stop thinking about yourself, spiritual gurus have seen in the past that people are so focused on the world of form, on themselves and their problems, that one way of taking them away from that was by saying, don't think about yourself. Think about what you can do for somebody else. Turn your attention away from your problems, your worries, your anxieties, and move it away to something that works for you, that works for somebody else. When you get consumed by somebody else's problems and you get focused on trying to make their lives better, you completely forget about your problems. I've noticed that on days that I don't have much to do, I'm very aware of my backache. Something is pulling here, something is paining here, something is hurting in my shoulder, something is not going wrong. But on days that I've got lots to do, I don't think the backache disappears. It just is that I don't really focus on it. It's there, but it doesn't bother me so much. So one of the ways that you get rid of depression, that you get rid of this all-consuming thought about myself, what about me? That is the main cause of depression. My problems, things are going wrong in my life, things are not working out for me. My husband is not treating me properly. My spouse is not treating me. My children are not behaving well. My job is gone. There's this huge pandemic around. I don't like, who is in office right now. I don't like the way the political situation is. All these things that consume us all day, every day. This worry about our what's going to happen to me and my children and their children. That goes away when you start doing things for others. And I've always felt that, charity, Christmas reminds me a lot of charity because growing up, my mother used to work for Mother Teresa in Calcutta. They had an organization where women would go and they would do a lot of voluntary work that was organized by Mother Teresa. And my mother would always say that only, other than Christians, she has never seen people able to go into such wretchedness. Calcutta back in the 60s was the poverty was really wretched. And these sisters from the convent would go and take babies literally out of the gutter, hold them close, bring them home, feed them, change them, take care of them. They had in them this selflessness that my mother says she has only seen among the Christian community. And this is what they do in different parts of India. You see it a lot now. A lot of people are into social work, and a lot of people are into it as a career. But to do it where there's nothing in it for you. I mean, no personal gain. To do for somebody else. When there's no personal gain, when there's no money in it for you, when there's no advantage to you, that's when the real fruits come. The real fruits of seva are when it's done as if you're pouring ghee into a fire. Just for no reason, just offering the best of the best. Ghee, which is the best part of milk, when you offer it into the fire, the flames go higher. The benefit that comes to you is far exceeds what you put into it. Seva has got that ability to completely change your outlook on life. Here you are thinking that, what's my life? It's not worth doing anything. Things are not working out. Instead, if you stop focusing on all the things that are not working in your life, and instead refocus your attention on making someone else's broken life, putting a band-aid on someone else's broken life, it gives so much meaning. And doing for others is not taking out clothes that you don't wear from your cupboard and putting it outside your door. That means nothing. You didn't even want those clothes in the first place. Don't tell me that you're doing charity by doing that. It is your time, it is your energy, it is your effort that's much more important. And do it in any way, in any form that you want. But do it not for personal gain. Do it just to change direction in your life. All the time your entire day you're thinking, me. Now just change focus and let all the awareness come through you onto the people that you're working with. And then what happens is a complete shift in consciousness. What you were searching for all your life, that happiness that you're always wanting, that peace, that joy that you've been searching for, that becomes your natural state. Because you feel the happiness that you feel, you get a touch of the heavens by doing for others. And that's why it is kept as the third pillar of spirituality. And we need all these three. We need all three in order to lead a balanced spiritual life. Some of us can do it, some of us can't. Some of us do it in one form or another. If you can't give your time, give your money. But the best form of doing seva is to really give your time, your energy into especially doing it in an area which actually makes you feel a little uncomfortable. It's very easy to go in air-conditioned comfort and work somewhere, but to go in the heat and do something that makes you a little bit uncomfortable, that requires a completely different mindset, and it takes you somewhere else. But these are just suggestions. Each one of us will do our seva in our own way. As long as we keep some time in our life for that, it's priceless. Om Namah Shivaya.